Hi everybody, it's Stephanie with Planning with Peanutty. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have another Bible journaling video, and this time I'm up here in Genesis and we're talking about this verse right here. Now Adam and Eve had two sons named Cain and Abel, and Cain kills Abel. And then in chapter 4, verse 9, and the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? Now, this idea that we should be actually our brother's keeper got me thinking about who are my brothers, and not necessarily the three brothers that I actually have in my family, but who are those people whom we have a duty to take care of and love and respect. And it's pretty much everybody, right? Our neighbors, our friends, our family, not just our little brothers. And so I had the kind of fun idea to come in and do a collage of just a bunch of people from my life, friends, family, back when I was doing girls camp, some of the cabins I was in, or people from church, or different service projects we've done, but also family and friends as well. So I printed out a bunch of those pictures just on copy paper, just on my color printer, and cut them down, got them pretty much as small as I could get them, where I could still tell what the picture was and see who it is. So I'm going to just kind of arrange these around. Now, that Bible mat I made was from the Dollar Tree. You can find those in the kitchenware. They're the large, kind of like vegetable cutting mat size mats. And then I just trimmed one down to be a couple inches larger than my Bible so that I can stick it behind here, so that when I use Mod Podge, or actually I'm going to use gesso today, then it doesn't get on the other pages behind it. So I'm just going to loosely put these around, see if I can figure out a rough placement. Make sure I didn't print out too many. And then I do want them kind of all angles and hanging over the page, and I'll trim that down. And I'm thinking we can overlap some of these as well. Okay, I have some smaller and some larger. Okay, and then I am saving my favorite picture of my family. I'm going to make a bookmark out of that one. So let's slide these over, and I'm going to grab my gesso. I'll put links to the tools I use in the comments down below. I think I ordered this one off of Amazon. You can see it's a new tub here. And then I'm just going to use this cheap brush I got at Michael's. Now, I do run into issues with this brush getting some of the fibers on the page, but I just have to pick those off. And I'm just going to put it down along the margin here, over the footnotes, because I do cover some of the footnotes. And this is a clear mat, so be careful when you're buying. If you're doing Bible journaling, you probably don't want white gesso because it'll cover up the words. But the clear worked really well. And then it is matte, so it does dry with a matte finish, so it doesn't stick to my other page. You can see my tree of life there. I didn't want it sticking to that on the other page. Okay, and then I'm going to run a layer over the top. We're just going to decoupage this. There we go. And let's speed that up for you. All right. And you can see we're getting a little wrinkly. Now, even after it dries, it doesn't perfectly straighten out as if we had never put liquids on the page, but I'm totally okay with that. I want this Bible to end up looking well loved and well worked in. But that might be a deal breaker for you if you don't want any kind of wrinkles or puckers in your page. But this does dry nice and matte. So at least we don't have the sticking. And while we're doing that, this is a journaling Old Testament. It is the King James Version, but you can find other translations and different sizes. This one isn't too large. You can see the margin is only, I think, 3 inches. There are some you can get with much larger margins. And I'll put a link. I ordered this one on Amazon. It is from Deseret Book. I'll put that link in the description as well. So you can check those out. See, I end up coming up a little high off of the footnotes. That's okay. Because I do have another Bible that I study from. I actually use the one on my phone the most often. But this is not my only Bible, so I'm okay with covering the words. If you can do it without covering any words, if you so choose. I just wanted to make this really nice keepsake with a lot of art of the things that stood out to me in these verses. And I think it'll be nice too having the personal touch of personal photos in there as well. So now while that dries, let's go ahead and make our bookmarks. So I thought about running this through my laminator, but you know what? Packing tape also works. So again, this is just printer paper. It's really thin, so I'm going to use some of this packing tape to kind of faux laminate it. So let's just pull out a piece. You can see it's almost the width. I probably should have cut the picture down a little smaller, and the static cling grabbed it there. Okay, and then let's just stick that down. I'm trying to get some of the air bubbles out, and I'm okay that it's not going to be perfect. There we go. And then I want to run more tape over the top and bottom because that was left untaped. So I'm going to grab another piece, and this time I think we can cut it in half down the middle. Sorry, we're out of frame there. All right, and I just cut that one down the middle, careful using sharp objects. So I just needed a little bit more for the very top and a little bit more for the bottom. All right, then I'm just going to use a card to get those air bubbles out. Okay, so then we can peel it back up and fold that tape back around on the back. All right. Realizing that need to tape the back before we get the paper clip on there. I'm just trying to get an idea for how high. All right, just gonna fold that back in on itself. And then let's trim the excess or any that's sticking over. Give that a good press. All right. Okay, so then I think we need a full piece across the back, and we'll put it right over the paper clip. All right, and then instead of folding that tape around on the front of the picture, I'm just going to trim it because I don't want the front of the image to have wonky tape lines running through it. So we'll just trim that off. And the other side. All right, so there is my little picture bookmark, my picture clip. All right, so let's see. Fast forwarded to when the page is completely dry, and I'm going to grab my scissors and trim all the excess off. All right, there we go. And let's grab that clip. There we go, that's pretty cute. And then I do go back and fix it so I can lower it down a little bit more on the page because it was awfully tall, but still cute. And then I grabbed some Happy Planner alphabet stickers because I do want to make a title on this page. I want to put My Brother's Keeper. And after looking through all the fonts, I do like this black kind of cursive font. It is on a white paper background, so I think that will help it show up over the black text. And we've got lowercase and uppercase letters. So after I double checked that I have enough E's and things like that to do the whole title, we can come in and put these down. And the nice thing about these stickers is you can overlap them in a way where it looks like one continuous stroke. Now that P had a little too much white space on that edge, so I just came and cut it off. Because I do want it to look like that E connects to the P. There we go. And I like using the little pair of tweezers just to help me make sure it's down straight and I can still see. All right, you get the idea. We'll fast forward the rest of it here. And I just want to have it say my brother's keeper. All right, let me just grab my paper clip to mark that page. And again, I do come back and fix it so it sits lower on the page. And then I also wanted to put the date in here. So down here in between two of the pictures, I'm just going to write the date out. And I really love the personal touch to all my friends and family and people I've served with or served. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Click like if you like this video. Subscribe to see more. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.